Okay, for the time being, we don't know where those go. Oh, hello. I didn't even have to, barely had to move. We are the Wolf Tribe, fractured in. We are the Wolf Tribe, fractured in days. Two halves under one stewardship. Ensnared in an unending dance of hate and mockery. Our guardian spite and howl, forever pursuing one another across the sky. The sun, in its pursuit, drives the moon from the firmament, and when night descends, it stealthily returns. Actually, you know what I could do while I'm here? I could just go open the thing. Oh, there's a tree. Cool. Focus on breathing to calm the beating heart. For a calm heart will settle the mind, and a settled mind will unbind the spirit. Just breathe, and the spirit is boundless. Walk under here. Oh, it still came down. What the hell? Why, game? Why would you put that there? You know, as annoying as it can be at times, I wouldn't mind if the game did that thing, like, kind of did the thing where it just takes, forces your camera to zoom in on a particular area. Because sometimes you do that and it's like, I have no idea where that spawned. I thought that was something that was going to launch me. Oh, there it is. Really just going ring around the rosy here. There we go. Hi, Huss. Cozy. You all snuggled up in a blanket. Ah, there's the big tree. Semi-napping. That's totally fair. There's 3 of those I found so far. Maybe I can't view it because of the evilness, for lack of a better word. Well, I'm glad you're stopping by at least. I hope your nap is proving fruitful. See if I can go over here and it's still a safe place. There's still one more. Because I know over there apparently is too close. Oh, that piece went flying. I wonder if it's actually somewhere in the back there. I'm not sure if I want to go down that way. One. Two. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the rest of those. Feel that might be getting a little too close. Whoa. Whoa. Gotcha. And look at that, we're back to 5. Was that right there, or is this one I already have? No, I do not have this one. Almost entirely cave boxed up. Or tree. We're close to being maxed out on the health. Oh, hello. Noticed this before. If there isn't anything worth in here, I'm not sure. I would think so, purely based off the fact that it's locked in like that. Gunfire passage. I don't know if... Feels like something... Oh, there it is. But why is it in the air? A hand holding like a dragon that's breathing fire. I saw it for a split second there. I don't know why it's placed like that. I gotta jump to Wolf Halloween. Very iconic image. I did run into the little statues outside, but there, this one. I was like, I have a hard time believing that they want me to bring those in from outside. I'm pretty sure the last game also had the murals. Like, I'm 100% sure on that. And I'm pretty sure there was even an achievement to view all of them, which was always a bit of a pain in the butt because it's kind of hard to know which ones you've missed and which ones you haven't. And that game at least had the benefit of being like level to level. This game is open world, so it kind of terrifies me if there is an achievement for seeing all of them. Oh boy, be a lot of running around. Oh god, that scared me for a second. I was like, I hit an invisible wall. The sun and the moon. Poor guy. Hell yeah. Oh god. As far as I know, Not a way to put, like, the only way I know to extinguish yourself. Oh, there's okay, just more torches underwater. Is to jump in a pool of water. So I don't. If it does time out, it has a very long timeout. Generally, getting caught on fire is kind of just a death sentence. Platform down there. Pretty cool. I might actually be going towards that way, which, geez, that scared me for a sec. I actually just thought like a giant monster dropped in or something. I was like, what the hell? Hell yeah, another skill point. I thought that was a giant hand for a second. You know, I want to touch that, but I'm also afraid. Well, actually, there's water right there. Doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. What was the challenge here? I don't know. I pulled the lever and it opened a door. I thought maybe I needed to at least, you know, make sure I don't extinguish the torch, but pretty sure that lantern was already on. I guess for this still didn't really matter since I could have just lit it at the torch anyway. Game, you confuse me sometimes. Oh, it's a human head, okay. Giant human head, mind you. There's a statue here. Right. Yeah. Oh, you and your puns. Let me guess if I move. Yes. Before I go, is it just the lava that's over? Neato, we do love our secrets. The real question is, can I die and not lose everything? Because I am currently maxed out. Well, I should say over the limit, that's more accurate. Ah, shit. Oh, okay, it doesn't light you on fire. Strange. I thought for sure stepping in lava would straight up just light you on fire, but apparently not. Okay, well, currently... here we go. I say I need a new torch. Oh, there's a lever there. I imagine that will... No, that will not? Okay. I was like, maybe that will open the door permanently? This makes me more curious now, hold on. Yeah, it still shuts. Right? I like it. There's a bit of thought put into this. Yeah. Namely, that I just had to make sure that the moon was still in the dark, but the sun was getting the light. Let me light this. Alrighty then. What do we got going on in here? Ah, there's the thing, the item we want. There's just more torches. Do have that to move around. Okay. Well, our main goal first is to actually light the torch. Not entirely sure how intended that is, but you know, it works. What I'm actually gonna do is, or no, I can just light the things over there and that should be fine. Because it's like, I don't know if I might need to repeat that, but. Yes. Okay. Gonna put it out, isn't it? If I light this one. Is it just one of those? No, there is multiple. Can we only light one? That was going on here. Trying to fully understand what's going on here. I think I just want to block these, is what the game's telling me. I just find it funny that when you do this, the crow just lands on the thing you're pulling and walk. I find it funny because, like, the moon symbol thing is still lit up, but I don't think it's supposed to be when it's, you know, when there's a light source. I have no idea. Part of me thinks maybe it was bugged and I just didn't realize these pillars came out, but I could be so wrong. We got the important thing. Wait, I wanna see if something's over here. Probably not, but it's a dead end. I'd be very curious where this comes out at. Oh, it's fallen down. Oh no. So, is it gonna be okay? Can it recover? I'm glad to hear that. As someone who really listens to ASMR, well, someone who listens to it in general, I know there's a certain nice there's something very nice about it. And like obviously, I mean it. I mean it more in the sense than just listening to someone talk. Not even like necessarily the whole like sound bit, creating like sounds with different things and whatnot. Just listening to someone talk. There's been a few times when I'm watching my friend play a game and I'm a bit on the tired side and I pass out and I'm just like it. I don't know. It's just that company is nice. Before I leave here, we're gonna go put this to the thing. There is that mural here. You see, you can escape me when I got super speed. An achievement. Wisp guide. Collect 50 wisps. Right. Big time zoomies. Oh, there's a path up here. Yeah. One of my favorite shots from the trailer was just having the fox walking up like in the snow area walking up a ridge with the snowstorm going on and everything. And that was great. Some nice clipping going on. Dream Waker. Pretty sure we saw that mural earlier. Oh, I could have just walked through him. We've captured the Moon Wolf Guardian in hopes to quell the strife between the wolf packs. May this act cause the Moon Pack to peacefully submit to our rule and unite with us against Grimnor. Just as the moon submits to the glory of the sun each day. Okay, listen, dude. You're doing it for the right reasons, but don't be an ass. Don't, like, put your ego aside. So we did get another skill point. So almost got the health maxed out. Hello. Hear the frickin' fall damage. Yep. It's out of my control. We did get that obelisk. Let's take a look at the map real quick. Ooh, the game's chugging a little bit in the map right now. A crap ton of places to look over there. I do want to go back to Knoll. Because there's at least one other thing I'm pretty sure I could do over there with lighting torches. Since I had the, since I had the important item, I kind of figured I should just at least go drop that off. Last thing I want to do is like place it somewhere and be like, oh, I'll be back for it, and then freaking lose it. I do wonder if the game has any safety nets in case something like that happens. Like if you drop a key item by accident, totally just lose it. Could this have anything to do? Lighting torches. I wonder. One sec. Whee! Okay. Comes speed. Just need to find which house it was. I had the torches. Listen, it's been happening a lot this stream. That's what I said before, that like I want to get more immersed. I want to feel more immersed in this game more often, but there's just so little, like, just so many little things that constantly interrupt it. Like pop in, or like fire animations resetting on the torch. Well, not torches, but the freaking I don't know. My brain's drawing a blank on what to call them. There we go. God damn it. Okay. The water I go. But like the door resetting there, just like all these little things that pop up. Just reminds you that, yeah, this is a game made by a small team. And I'm gonna say their first game was pretty buggy too. And to a certain extent, I can understand this game being buggy too. Oh, there's more torches in here. Oh, there was a chest in here. I didn't even realize. And I have seen a lot of complaints for the how like the first game with its bugs and how I've seen enough people complain about not being able to finish the game because of the bugs or just having, you know, a lot of setbacks, right? Which I get, and I'm just hoping they kind of, you know, at least try to polish this up a little with some updates. And I do know that pushing updates can be not the cheapest thing. I get that. You gonna let me pick that up, game? There we go. Oh, I see. It's just one of these where there's just a few sitting around here that I gotta find. One of them will be the right one. Three different ones I've found in here. Like, part of it could speak to maybe not playtesting their game enough. Which fair, but I also know they're a small studio. And while their first game did fairly well enough to obviously get them a second game, it's still hard to say if it was such a rousing success, you know? They had enough money to, I don't know, it gets more complicated the more you think about it. You get deadlines and publishers, and maybe the team was just really excited to get the product out the door. Okay, there's one other place we can check. Just the roof. The roof is on fire. I don't see anything on here though. I have no idea why the fox is walking so weird. I'm just gonna game. I think you can tell I'm feeling a little more talkative today than my last stream. My last stream I was definitely way more out of it. Or hell, I might even be thinking of my recording session I had that I was very, very tired. Well, I think I should say very, very tired. Just, I didn't have a lot to say. There wasn't a lot coming to my mind when I was doing my last recording session DMC4 because it's just, I feel that DMC4 is like the least noteworthy game in the series. And I don't mean that in like, purely, like, I don't mean that in a sense, well, because it's not bad or not. I mean, in a sense, that is true, but I just mean like overall, like, whether, you know, it's not that it's a bad or a good game. All these things got reset. It's just there's nothing like to really talk about with it. Hey. I can max up my health. Hell yeah. Probably go max out the stamina next. But there's just nothing that's super noteworthy about it in almost any regard. Because like we could talk about how DMC1 laid like it's kind of the grandpappy of the character action slash, kind of how it laid a lot of foundation groundwork for the genre in general. We can talk about how with the second game it just dropped off a cliff in terms of quality and some. I don't think it deserves to be in the argument for worst game of all time, but it's pretty far down in the dumps. DMC3, we can talk about how like great of a return to form it was, and how it's like genuinely a super good game. And again, like raised the bar, and also just like the amount of cutscenes and how much more character you get in that game. Like, kind of easy to forget that the first two games don't have a ton of cutscene stuff. The reboot is just very noteworthy just because it was a reboot to a series that had only been dormant for 5 years. And I don't think anyone was asking for. And then we can get into like the whole Dante's redesign and how he is as a character. Like basically everything's a talking point with the reboot. And then I haven't played 5 yet, but like knowing that's already like it's a return to the original timeline, it's just a great game in general. It has, you know, just so many good, like it's very top tier quality wise, right? Aha, I was right. It does have something to do with the lanterns down there. Crap, I've totally forgotten which ridge that was on. Because we came from this way, right? It's. I'll just put a marker for over there. Or actually, I could probably go up this side. So. The DMC4, it just feels like the only, I want to say the only like kind of talking point we can have with that game is how Dante originally wasn't planned to be like playable at least, and how it's supposed to be just Nero. And then I guess I think it was the publishers were like, well, no, we don't want to send a DMC game out without Dante. So he was kind of forced in last minute. I shouldn't say last minute, because they still had enough time to give him some weapons and such. But all his levels are just like, backtracking through Nero's levels. And then you fight slightly harder versions of his boss fights, and I stress slightly harder because they are a big pushover. It also retreads one of my problems with DMC1, which is DMC1 had like 4 or 5 different fights, different boss fights, that the game then just reuses 3 times. And while I think it's cool, like with Neo Angelo, I think that's cool and it makes the most sense narratively, or from a character perspective. The other boss fights are kind of just tends to be a little more frustrating. A little less like, oh, I'm happy to be fighting you again. You know? And DMC4 does that too, where it has you fight a number of bosses 3 times over. Twice as Nero and once Dante. Cross Moon Spring. And it's like one of those things I want to say can work, but I just think it's better to like choose one particular enemy that you fight, like one particular boss that you will have multiple encounters with, rather than having every boss be like that. Oh, hello. Come back here. Moonspire. I do like how it like flies over here somewhere else you want to go. All that work for Raccoon Grotto. Although this could potentially answer my frickin' question. Are you gonna have the Arctic Fox pelt? White Cross Fox, Midnight, you do not have it. Those do look pretty cool though. Grants the ability to dash short distances within a short cooldown. Spirit Jump Rune grants the ability to Spirit Jump while in the air, like a double jump. Flame Cloak Rune. Boost, fire damage, and burn duration. Okay, so it does time out, it's just long. Spirit, a key to a fox den on a place to rest and safely store crystal shards. Kinda want to pick that up. I'm gonna hold off on buying any of this stuff right now. Mainly because there is a thing in the game to get a discount, and outside of like maybe buying, like I think the Marble Fox is a good example. I really like the Marble Fox. I had a pretty good feeling it was gonna be really cool, so I bought it because I wanted it. And while I do want those two other ones he has, I'd rather save the money and then come back later when I have the discount. Because chances are I'm probably gonna want to go buy everything from all the raccoons. I wouldn't be surprised if that's an achievement in the game. So I'm just trying to be a little smarter about it, you know. Okay. You know what? There's maybe one thing I think I will buy from him on second thought. Kind of hate that this is not exactly the easiest grotto to get out of. But I will buy the icy key. Because, like, funny enough, so we found that other, um, We found an entrance to a different home. I think it's the mossy one, the moss home. And I know like there's a way to get in there without the key. I don't know if all the dens are like that or if maybe that was an exception. But having the key does make it easier to get in and out, so on the chance that I find just the normal exit to yeah, I hear him. We can let him go. Oh, geez, I was way off. I was kind of like, huh, where's the big marker I put down? It's not there. How strange. Cliffs of Esmea. Would have been a lot easier if I came this way from the frickin' top. Oh, you've got to be kidding me right now. I'm being pushed by an invisible force. That might be the entrance there, though. Sorry, Fox. I know I must have hurt. Actually, like actual invisible force just pushing me off, I swear. Okay. Why do I feel like they didn't intend this to be this buggy? It just kind of came out this way? Okay. Was it supposed to be floating like that? What's going on here? I think it's just... I don't think it's meant to be like that. There's a dead guy over here. It's hot pieces. Guys, what should we name this place? I don't know, it's by a glacier. It's got water. Oh, Glacier Lake? Or if I had to hazard a guess as to what we're going to get, like what new ability we're gonna get from um here when we do the main dungeon, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to assume it's probably gonna be the ability to withstand heat. Because I feel like that's probably where the game would have us go next. Yes. I do have one skill point. There's a little bit of extra stamina. Starwatch Shrine. Oh. The reason this is glowing. No. My spirit's already full, unfortunately, so. Oh god, that is a sudden drop. So what the heck is going on over there? Is this part of the hot area? Let me just look at where I am on the map. We're like way at the back. Oh yeah, this is definitely ridiculously hot area. What is apparently we've missed something here. I mean, I'd rather not jump off the cliff. It feels like there's something down there that I can kind of see. My main worry is that I jump down there and I'm gonna melt. Nothing venture, nothing game. I feel it'd be really mean if the game made this a hot area. It's a whole pass here. Can we just, like, take a second to say how terrifying this would be? Okay, that was my bad. Oh, we glitched through. Okay, we'll take that. Me zoning out for a second almost killed me. What the hell is this thing? Let's just take a really nice long walk. Right? We're playing Fox Walking Simulator right now. Man, this is peaceful though. Outcast dwelling. That was weird. Are you telling me there's nothing else over here though? I was expecting at least like a lore scroll or something. Not even a spirit. What the heck, game? I'm not feeling some of the haze. I do want to check on the map. It's still a question mark. So I'm guessing there's a cave somewhere that goes there. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a raccoon grotto because those often feel like what the caves are. Usually require the looking around. Oh yeah, I can't even get you. Wah, wah. I think there's that part of me that's like, well, I have some in reserves, so it'll be fine. And you got an obelisk down here. Double fine. I don't think you have anything different. Oh, yeah, you do. Off midnight. Fire and ice. I'm guessing it's one, I will say the double jump does sound really nice too. There's another way in here, apparently. Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say, probably spirit came out of there. Okay, listen, I know it's ice. I get it. But having it control like this is, like, just awful. Why is it this bad? Oh my god. What even pushed me? Also, I will not be surprised if this water starts to hurt, by the way. It would... Ooh, I got a bounce. It would make a lot of sense, because this is probably freezing cold water. Oh my lord. Wow, I bought. Right? I'm gonna see if I can just get out a different way. What the hell's going on now, game? That was really weird. Yeah, we've probably unlocked more points of interest. There's one right over there. Something tells me it's probably underground. That it could very well connect to the raccoon grotto. Well, I'm releasing all these spirits that I cannot get. Because I decided to not invest in the ability to carry more. And part of me wants to see what's up there. Assuming there even is, of course. Part of me wants to jump down there, but like the game has conditioned me that anytime I see the black, kind of like almost like scorch marks, it kind of makes me go, it might be a hot area. Even though I think like this side of the island should be fine. Looks that way. Snack. The danger noodle. I want to stand on top of the danger noodle. Like this. Yes. Okay. I like how I had to come over to this side before the game was like, oh, shite, you're in here. I think they're intending you to come in from this way. Aha. Okay, something I'm curious about. Now maybe this one doesn't hurt like the others. Can I push? Oh, I can push it. I don't even need to actually physically contact with it. The spirit form just pushes it like that. That's neat. Get in there. I don't know if they all behave like that. Maybe that's a special one, but cool. What am I doing? That side, that always hard to get out from. Nothing here, no lore, no anything. We're just connecting it and back up with, by the way. It's like the first area, I want to say. No, it wasn't the first. The moss area, isn't it? I do genuinely wonder if they want us to swim out to that island, or if we're gonna get something that helps us over there later. I guess I just never traversed over here. I guess. Totally possible. Does happen. Like I would also say there's just like the fact that I kind of got the idea of how the game was going about splitting up its uh environment, so I kind of just assumed that was like another section of the world, I guess, probably. I was probably like, I can't go over there yet. I don't know. I guess this would have been one of the areas where I could have potentially traveled into a cold area before I had the ability. Okay, so no. Not gonna worry about whatever's there for now. Very well could be an underground entrance, so. Prince of Akama. Have fun butchering pronunciation. Hearing me butcher them at least. Sorry, Foxo. It's an obelisk over there. So good. Good. Go ahead and climb to the top here. Try not to accidentally walk over the edge. That's groovy game. It's great. But I am full up. Just watching the fucking crow. Ah, bah, bah, bah. Oh, that's just the actual area we want to go. Sorry. Valdeluin Bayshore. Jesus, that got a lot brighter. Holy crap. Well, damn, isn't this beautiful? These kind of areas are always really cool. Words of memory. In ancient days, Valve, third son of Iona, was lost as a child. He wandered helplessly in the rugged mountains. He was found by the wolf guardian Esmir and Okama, who raised him in the shelter of a glacier. That's cool. This is... Let me double check this. It is very close, so... Oh, it's, frozen. I see what has to be done. I'm so glad we have the dash and the glide, because holy crap, just running on the ice does not work at all in this game. It is just actually atrocious. Oh, thanks, game. Wait. Okay, I thought I saw like more of an effect on the ground. Like it was actually turning to grass or something, but no, it's just like a little green shade, I guess. We are the truth and we are the lie. We are bold but often hide. We wax and wane from time to time, just like the moon in the night sky. Slip and slide time. Holy crap. That's a very long slip and slide. Oh, there it is. I was about to say, please don't tell me there's one more, because that means I'm gonna go find another spirit. And we almost have that maxed out. I don't know if it's just me, but kind of looks like there's something up there. There's a way up there, though. That's the question. No, that's just rock. That genuinely looked like an entrance. Genuinely. This is like really cool, but it's also very eerie. Ah, there's one right there. One more probably back there. Just gonna wait a second to let it recharge a little more. Sunken City of Outcasts. Man, I need to know where in the heck are we on the map. Okay, so we found this. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going down this way. And then that maybe that would connect to the Raccoon Grotto. I get this right. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Well, that's maxed out stamina bar. Look at that. That's the full health and stamina. I gotta say, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool shot there. Take a little screenshot. Actually managed to light it and not light, or light the torch and not light myself on fire. This is pretty wild for an extra area. It's a fish skeleton. I fear Grimnor's trust in the Moon Warrior, or I fear Grimnor's trust in the Moon Warriors is misplaced. How can he trust these tricksters? They're master manipulators, liars, and thieves. Smog the Mighty. I will feel much better once I leave this place. The bears were down here. Before I jump over there. Damn, this place is cool. We got a portal here too. No opening this side, okay. One thing I want to quickly do. Not that one. There. Now with the extra armor, just the sheer amount of health you can have. Actually, there's a way to check. I did see something maybe of curiosity, so I'll let this recharge again. Yeah, I don't think that's anything. Having a hard time believing. Like, there's just that part of me that's like, there's gotta be more to this room. You know? Like, I feel like there's probably gonna be a turning off the light situation here. Oh, there's another one of these. Okay. Probably gotta melt that. Lore in there. This connects over here. Grimnor. I'm Grimnor the fatherless, child of sorrow, the spirit betwixt peace and anguish. My home is dwelling of falsehoods, and my cradle is a craven of ice, where death, a frequent guest, beckons my kin to leave me. I don't know about that, man. God, this place is just massive. Wouldn't it be crazy if they actually wanted you to climb up an area like that? Man. Alright. I, Yuna of the Moon Pack, endure my nights in sorrow in the sunken city of outcasts. I nurture my fatherless son, bestowing upon him the name Grimnor, meaning of peace and turmoil. With no birthright, his path will be his own making. So is this where he was born? I think there was one area back here I didn't go to. Did notice this. Oh, it just leads right into here. Okay. There is stuff up there. Aha. Alright, well, that is going to do it for this stream. It's getting fairly late for me. It's past 3 p.m. now. I still have work tonight. I have to say this area is really freaking cool. Finding the whole sunken city and the fact that, like, I don't know if there's going to be a later section that maybe wants us to come back to it. Sorry about hitting my mic there. But it is a very cool area. And if it's all optional too, like, if there isn't any part of the game that requires you to ever find it, and it's really cool that they put in that much work and effort into that whole area. And I know probably other open world games have done that. Definitely, I just, you know, I'm really enjoying the find, and I really do want to stay and figure out the puzzle there, but I kind of just know it's late enough in the day that I need to get going. I need to go get sleep. Sorry if you're not here, Husk. Sorry to kind of end stream while you're away, but I can't really afford to. I really need to get going. So, have a good rest of your day, or even good night, depending on where you are. And I will see you guys another time. Bye-bye.